Now, when we talk about solve a triangle, to solve a triangle means to find all the missing angles and all the missing sides. Okay? Find all the missing angles and all the missing sides. So let's do example 5. Okay, so example 5 says solve each triangle described given the triangle below. So we have a right triangle, triangle ABC. Remember that we call the sides opposite to their angle. So if this is angle A, side A, angle B, side B, angle C, side C. In this case, side C is the hypotenuse. Notice all the information given is angle A, it's 33 degrees, and side B is 5.8. So to solve the triangle means that we're going to have to find angle B, angle C, side A, side C. Okay? To solve the triangle, we have angle A, side B. So to solve the triangle means to find angle B, angle C, side A, side C. How are we going to find this? Using the trigonometric ratios. We can also use Pythagorean theorem, and also we can use the triangle equation. So there are many ways to solve this triangle. If you notice, we have angle A, 33. We have side B, 5.8. So adjacent over hypotenuse, we can use that to find angle C, or we can use adjacent, opposite over adjacent to find A, right? So let's find C. We're gonna find C using angle A, side B, and the hypotenuse. So adjacent over hypotenuse, that's cosine, right? Cosine of A is adjacent over hypotenuse. In this case, cosine of A cosine of 33 degrees equals equals adjacent, guess B, 5.8, B over C, sorry. 5.8 over C, hypotenuse, we don't know C. So how do we find C? We did this in lesson 5.4. Okay, multiply both sides by C. So we get C cosine of 33 degrees equals 5.8. Now we want to find C, so we have to divide both sides by cosine of 33 degrees. So we get that C equals 5.8 over cosine of 33. So we use our calculators. We divide 5.8 divided by cosine of 33. Always make sure that your calculator is in degrees. So the value of C will be equal, side C will be equal to 6.9, about 6.9. Okay, so we have the value of C. C is 6.9. So we can write this. We know that angle A was 33 degrees. B was 5.8. We just found C. C is 6.9. 6.9. Okay. So what are we missing? We have side C, is 6.9. Right? Now we have two sides. We're missing one side. How can we solve that? We can use trigonometric ratios. We have opposite over hypotenuse, or we could use opposite over adjacent. So we can use sine or tangent to find A. That's one way. Another way is to do Pythagorean theorem. Either ways will give us the correct answer. So just for fun, I'm going to use sine. So we have sine of A opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Right? So in this case, the opposite is A, hypotenuse is C. Sine of A, sine of 33 is equal to A, we don't know the value of A, over C, 6.9. How do we solve for C? For A, multiplying both sides by 6.9. So we get A equals 6.9 times sine of 33 degrees. So our calculators, we use 6.9 times sine of 33, and the result will be A equals about 3.76, so we can say 3.8, about 3.8. Okay, so we have that A equals 3.8. Now we know the three sides of the triangle, and what are we missing? Angle C. Angle C, we know that it's 90 degrees, right? It's a right angle, so C equals 90 degrees. So the only thing missing is angle B. How can we find angle B? We can use the triangle equation. We can use triangle equation, or we could use trigonometric ratios, opposite over hypotenuse, adjacent over hypotenuse, opposite over adjacent, right? We could use any of that, or the easiest one is to use the triangle equation. Triangle equation. Okay, who remembers the triangle equation? The sum of all the angles equals 180. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So we know that A is 33 degrees plus B plus 90 equals 180. 133 plus 90 nos queda B plus 123 degrees equals 180. We leave B by itself, so we get B equals 180 minus 123 degrees. So B equals 57. No, pardon. B equals, yes, 57 degrees. So angle B is 57 degrees. And now our triangle is solved. Okay? Again, at the beginning, we just knew angle A, okay, was 33 degrees, and side B, which was 5.8. So we found the rest. We found side A, side C, angle B. We know that the right angle always measures 90 degrees. Now, part B, okay, part B, we have the same right triangle, triangle ABC, and all the information given is side A. Okay, remember we call the sides opposite to their angles. If this is angle A, this is side A, angle B, side B, angle C, side C. So we know that side A is 23, side C is 45. Okay? So what are we looking for? To solve that triangle, we have to find side B, right? We need to find side B, and we need to find angle A and angle B, because we know angle C is 90 degrees because it is a right triangle. Okay. Now, how would you like to find side B? We can use trigonometric ratios, or we can also use Pythagorean theorem, right? Because we know two sides of the right triangle. So if we use Pythagorean theorem, it will be a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? So we know that a equals 23 squared plus b squared, we don't know b, equals c, 45 squared. So how much is 23 squared? Okay, we solve for b squared, pass 23 squared to the other side, and we get b squared equals 45 squared minus 23 squared. We find the square root on both sides, and we get that b equals square root of 45 squared minus 23 squared. We use our calculators. 45 squared minus 23 squared equals 1,496. Square root of that will be about 38.678. So we round to the nearest tenth. That will be 38.7. Okay? 38.7. So we just found side B. 38.7. Okay? Now, let's find, excuse me, this is 38.7. Now, we're missing side A, angle A, and angle B. Okay? How do we find angle A? We can use any of the trigonometric ratio. We can use sine, cosine, or tangent, because we know the three sides. So it's optional, right? I'll use sine of A equals opposite over hypotenuse. Right? I'll use sine of A equals opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. So that means A, side A over side C. Sine of A equals opposite 23 over hypotenuse 45. Right? Sorry. Equals opposite over hypotenuse 23 over 45. But we don't want sine of A, we want A. So what do we have to do? Multiply both sides of our equation by the inverse of sine. That means the arc sine. Since we're multiplying, these two are inverses, so we cancel them, and we get that A equals the arc sine of 23 over 45. So in your calculators, you're going to write shift sine, parenthesis 23 divided by 45, close parenthesis, and you will get as a result that A is about 30.73, 78, 68, 67. So we can simplify that or round that to 30.7 degrees. So angle A is 30.7 degrees. 30.7 degrees. Right, 30.7 degrees. So all that we're missing is angle B. The easiest way is to apply the triangle equation. Right? When we know two angles, the third one, the easiest way is by doing A plus B plus C equals 180. Angle A is 30.7 degrees plus angle B, we don't know that, plus C, 90 degrees equals 180. 30 plus 90 is 120.7. So B plus 120.7 degrees equals 180. leave b by itself. So we get that b equals 180 minus, 120.7 degrees. So that would be b equals 59.3 degrees. 59.3 degrees. Okay? Again, I suggest that when you have two angles of the triangle, find the third one using the triangle equations, right? The sum of the three angles equals 180. That is the easiest way. But you can also, to find angle B, you can also use trigonometric ratios. Opposite over hypotenuse, right? Adjacent over hypotenuse, opposite over adjacent, right? And also the easiest way to apply the triangle equation. So this is your assignment, guys. Homework number 1, page 309, problems 6 through 42 even. Okay, how are this assignment will be evaluated? Okay, this is for your parents and for you guys. So I'm going to give the instructions in Spanish. Ok, ¿cómo van a entregar este trabajo? Van a hacerlo como habitualmente lo hacen en páginas para entregar al maestro y luego ponerlas en su portafolio. Y por cada página que hagan, ¿verdad?, que utilicen, le van a tomar una foto donde demuestran los procedimientos y donde demuestren también de forma clara y ordenada las respuestas. Si utilizan 3 páginas, ¿verdad? Cada una de las páginas tiene que ir en la parte inferior de cada una de las páginas que hagan su tarea, tiene que ir su nombre y la firma de su padre. ¿Por qué estamos haciendo esto? Para que quede como evidencia de que ustedes están haciendo el trabajo y que sus padres saben de que están haciendo sus trabajos. Si utilizan 3 páginas, en cada una de las páginas tiene que ir el nombre suyo y la firma de su padre. También en la parte superior de la primera página siempre siempre escribir, ¿verdad? La fecha, la tarea, qué tarea es. En el ejemplo sería la tarea número 1, homework number 1, page 309, problems 6 through 42, even. Esa es en la primera página. Y en la parte inferior de cada una de las páginas, su nombre y la firma de sus padres. Por favor, hagan tareas claras. Si ustedes al tomarles foto miran de que lo que escribieron no se lee, ¿verdad? Significa que si ustedes no lo pueden leer, peor yo, háganla de una manera que sea entendible, trabajen ordenadamente. Eso es como indicación. ¿Y cuándo la van a entregar? ¿Cómo la van a entregar? ¿Y para cuándo? Le van a tomar foto a cada una de sus páginas y la van a enviar vía WhatsApp, ¿verdad? Vía WhatsApp el día martes 17 a las 5 de la tarde. 5 de la tarde en punto. Y solo voy a dar un lapso de 10 minutos para que lo puedan entregar. O sea, de 5 de la tarde a 5:10 de la tarde. Tarea que sea enviada después de las 5:10 va a ser considerada como tarea entregada tarde. No va a tener el mismo valor. Ojo, con esto no quiero decir que si usted la mandó a las 5:11 es que ya no la voy a valer. No, ¿verdad? Pero si usted ya la mandó a las 5:30, si usted ya la mandó a las 6 de la tarde o al día siguiente, ya téngalo por entendido que no tiene el mismo valor. Recuerden, jóvenes, que no estamos de vacaciones, estamos en una alerta roja y tenemos que cuidarnos cada quien en su casa, ¿verdad? Tomando todas las medidas y precauciones para controlar este virus. Sugerencias, ¿verdad? Siempre mantengan sus manos limpias, utilicen mucho el agua con jabón para mantener sus manos limpias, un gel antibacterial, no salgan de sus casas, repito, no estamos de vacaciones. Esto es una emergencia nacional, es una emergencia mundial y como eh, buenos seres humanos pues tenemos que acatar y, y, eh, y ser eh, cumplidores de lo que nos están pidiendo que hagamos, ¿verdad? Tarea para entregar, repito, 5 a 5 y 10 del día martes 17. Cualquier pregunta que ustedes tengan, ¿verdad? El día de hoy, hoy lunes 16, pueden hacerlo en el transcurso del día. Por favor, eh, hacer las preguntas en un horario, eh, prudente, de 9 de la mañana a 5 de la tarde. El día martes en el transcurso de la mañana pueden hacer preguntas, ¿verdad? Si tienen alguna duda. Bueno, jóvenes, el día lunes siguiente vamos a hacer otra clase virtual. Pasen feliz día.